Hello everybody, thanks so much for checking out Crystal's Clean Kitchen, where we help make clean eating a lifestyle. Well, as you all know, fall is fast approaching, and I thought I would give you some good fall recipes that you can enjoy. Of course, we need pumpkin everything. So today we're going to be making some pumpkin donut holes. They are so good, you're going to just want to keep eating them. Okay, well, stay tuned, it's going to be awesome. So we're going to start with our dry ingredients first. So I have added 1 cup of some almond flour. Now I'm going to add 1/2 tablespoon of some coconut flour. And then we're going to add some xanthan gum. Now you can buy this at Target, you can buy it at Whole Foods or Walmart. I'm just doing 1/4 teaspoon of that. And then I'm going to add in just a pinch of some salt, maybe a little bigger pinch. Okay, then I'm going to do some baking powder. Now I want 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, now I need some baking soda. We need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, now a lot of people just buy pumpkin pie spice. Now I just like to make my own. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of cloves, probably about 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna add in some ginger, not very much ginger. Ooh, that's kind of full. And then I'm gonna add in just a pinch of some cardamom. You don't need cardamom, but I kind of like how that tastes, so I added some of that. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit of some allspice. And of course, some nutmeg. Now nutmeg and clove is kind of like your more important ones. That's gonna give you like the authentic taste for pumpkin pie. Then I'm gonna add in 1/2 teaspoon of some cinnamon. Now you can just do 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and then maybe 1 teaspoon of some pumpkin pie spice if you don't want to make your own. That will make it a little bit easier. Okay, I'm going to mix this together and then let's work on our wet ingredients. Okay, so for the wet ingredients, we are going to start with 2 eggs. We're going to do 1/2 cup of some almond milk. We are going to do 2 tablespoons of some pumpkin puree. And then we're going to be doing 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now, you don't have to use coconut oil. You could use butter, you could use ghee, whatever type of diet that you are on, whatever that allows you. I'm going to do 1/4 cup of some monk fruit, about 1 teaspoon of some vanilla, and then for the secret ingredient, some Lycanto maple flavored syrup. This is going to give it a nice taste. I'm just doing about 1 tablespoon of that. So we're going to mix this together and then add in our dry ingredients slowly. Okay, so here is how the batter looks after you combine it all together. It's not too runny, but it's not too thick either. Okay, now I'm going to be putting this in a mini muffin pan. So I'm just going to oil my pan quick. I'm just using coconut oil, but again, if you don't want to use coconut oil, you can use butter, just depending upon if you are wanting this completely dairy-free or not. Adding a little scoopful in each one. And then I'm going to put it in the oven, 350 degrees, for about 12 to 15 minutes. And then just when you pull it out, just check it to see if the inside is done. You can just stick a little toothpick in the center, and that will tell you. Okay, I'll meet you back here in a sec. Okay, so there's a couple different things that you can do when you are wanting to cover your donut holes. You could melt some butter and then just dip it in the butter and then roll it in a granulated sweetener like a monk fruit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a glaze. So I'm doing a stick of butter, and then I'll do maybe about 1 cup of alluel. So I'll just kind of check the consistency to see if it's thick enough. I'm gonna melt it and add it together, whisk it, and then I will dip the donut holes in it and then let them cool off. Everything up to make a little glaze. I pulled these out of the oven. I let them cool off before I took them out of the pan. And I was gonna just dump or dip them in it, but I think I'm just going to go like this. You know, these turned out so sweet already that it really doesn't need a lot. In fact, if you just wanted to do, like I said, just dip it in butter if you wanted, or and then roll it in some sugar, you totally can. But you know what? These are going to be perfect even by themselves if you wanted. So these look amazing. I had to stop my kids from eating them because they already devoured quite a few of them. All right, I'll finish here and then we will taste test. All right, you guys, these turned out so amazing. Seriously, they're really, really good. Now, I know this was a lot of ingredients, but you're gonna have most of the stuff in your pantry already. Now, the Lancanto maple syrup, if you don't have that, then just don't add that in. It's totally fine without it. It will still taste delicious. Okay, well, let's do a taste test. Oh my gosh, this is so good, you guys. All right, well, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned for more ideas. Bye.